Morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Giovanni Williams here. This morning, I just want to discuss understanding the other side of the coin. What I mean by that is simply, a coin has two sides. So we basically, when it comes to black people, we basically see one side of the coin, and I'll go further into what I mean by that as we go along. And I think as black people, throughout the last couple hundred years, we've become very predictable. And it's like in the time of slavery. In the time of slavery, the slaves were very unpredictable. They might have a riot. The slave owners didn't know when they were planning on leaving, unless somebody told them. So that element of being unpredictable paid great dividends for a lot of slaves in the time of slavery. As we moved on from the time of the slavery that is visualized to the eyes, and moved on to a more systematic kind of slavery, I think our oppressors have become very enlightened in the fact that they plan ahead. So bringing a people to a place of predictability, or where you can predict their every move, it makes it easier for someone who oppresses you. Not saying that you have to lean on people to give you something, but the fact is, if you become predictable, people will know what steps to move. It's like playing chess. If I sit down and to play chess with a grandmaster, and I move one or two pieces, he would know exactly what I'm trying to do, and then he can counteract it. So I think that is what is happening to us as a culture, as an ethnic group, that we become so predictable that people who systematically oppress us can set steps down the road, or basically traps down the road, to keep us predictable. Um, I think sports is something that is used to keep us predictable. Entertainment is something that keeps us very predictable. If everybody's gonna sit down in front of the TV at 8 o'clock to see Scandal or Empire or Power or one of those things, you know how to plan for it. So if a people is planning on getting out of a situation they're in, if I'm 100 steps ahead, at one point in time, I will keep them entrapped because I have already planned out my steps. So when I talk about understanding the other side of the coin, it's basically realizing that there is more than one there is more than one side to everything. Okay, we have a lot of times people like nowadays, a lot of people want to be athletes, they want to be rappers, they want to be entertainers, they want to do these things, and then they're so focused on being that alone that they become predictable. I know what they want, so I can give them what they want to keep them trapped, to keep them sustained, to keep them in a state of need. Now, in the area of sports, we have a lot of young kids that aspiring to be professional athletes, whether it's in a major league, whether it's NFL, whether it's NBA. But what a lot of kids don't also see, the other side of the coin to those things are becoming a sports agent, becoming a sports psychologist, becoming a sports doctor. So you can also move into a different realm in sports. It doesn't have to be an athlete, and that is basically realizing the other side of the coin. And it's basically you become more unpredictable. So the chances of a trap being set down the road is not as likely as it would be if everybody wants to play sports, because not everybody is going to be an athlete. No, some kids go to college on scholarships and then end up doing something completely different. So it's the same thing with entertainment. We can become agents. We can become directors. Okay, you might not always get a job in Hollywood, but you can start directing for yourself. These are ways you can make money. These are ways you can become more unpredictable. So understanding the other side of the coin is basically seeing that There's not only one way for you to do something you love to do. Okay, um, like I said before, there is one LeBron James, there is one Michael Jordan, there's one Kobe Bryant, there's one Kevin Garnett. These guys did some exceptional things. Not everybody is going to do that, I guess. And as we see now, the NBA is making all kind of regulations to keep young kids from just coming out of high school. You see, so now as you become predictable, they can make changes and make arrangements to keep you in that state of predictability. Okay. Now, I think Dr. Boyce Watkins is one of the persons I really see understands what I'm talking about, is seeing the other side of the coin. Okay. Take LeBron James, for instance. His core group of friends, they all work with him. So he's the star athlete, but look at his other friends. And I'm sure about one or two of those guys in that group played ball as well. So it's understanding that, okay, I love sports, but can I become a star athlete? I love entertainment, but can I become an actor? And if the answer is no, then you find your niche within what you love and you make something of it for yourself and other people. Okay? So that's basically my take on that. Understanding the other side of the coin. It's very necessary for us as a culture, as an ethnic group, to understand that so we can build. Okay, nothing is done, nothing comes easy, but it gets harder when we are predictable. So that's just my take on it. I'm really, you know, glad that I have an opportunity to share my thoughts in this manner, because it might help someone going up. It might help someone going up to understand that, hey, you know what? I might not be a pitcher in major league, but I can become a doctor. I can do sports medicine. I can do something. So, just um, just always remember there's two sides to a coin. So don't just flip up the coin and then say it's heads all the way, because you might flip it up and then it drops on tails. What are you going to do? What are your next steps um, after what you initially want to do doesn't work out? So you can always stay in the sports, you can always stay in entertainment, but on a different level. So it goes also for business. It goes. Not everybody will own their own business, but maybe you can join up with another person of the same culture to become who has more knowledge of owning a business, and you can work for them and help them to grow their business, and you grow yourself as well. And in the process, you can learn from that person how to do things that you can apply for yourself on an everyday level, and help each other build. So that's my take on it. I mean, and like I always say, guys, don't be a dream chaser. Be a dream creator. Don't let no one will create your dreams for you. Thanks for listening, and I really appreciate it. Take care, guys.